Welcome to Caracomp Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
A recruiter sat down for a video interview, hired the person on the spot, and showed up on day one to find a completely different human at the desk. The face from the interview was gone. Somebody else had taken the job, because the person they interviewed was never really there. If you've ever applied for a remote job, this story is now about you. Not because you did anything wrong, but because the fix employers landed squarely on your shoulders. Gartner researchers documented that exact bait-and-switch case. A deep-faked applicant swapped out for a stranger on the first day. And it's pushing companies to stop trusting resumes and start scanning faces. So the question hanging over every job seeker right now, why are you the one paying for someone else's fraud? Let's start with how bad it's gotten. One screening firm looked at nearly 20,000 interviews over about 6 months. They flagged signs of AI help in more than a third of candidates. For technical roles, the coders, the engineers, it was closer to half. Half! That's the level of suspicion employers are now walking into every interview with. So what are they doing about it? They're verifying you like you're crossing a border. Companies are asking applicants for biometric face scans, a digital scan of your actual face to prove you're real. Some recruiters study your email address for signs it was created yesterday. Others watch the background of your video call. There are reports of interviewers looking at the electrical outlets on your wall, checking whether the plugs match the country you claim to live in. Your living room is now evidence. And it goes deeper than a face scan. Some firms track where your eyes move during the interview. They measure how fast you type, the rhythm of your keystrokes, whether a second voice is feeding you answers off screen. That's software watching your body for signs you're cheating. For an honest applicant, it means proving your innocence in real time, while also trying to nail the interview. Why are companies this aggressive? The money. In one survey, nearly a quarter of hiring managers said fraud cost them more than $50,000 in a single year. And most of them, more than 6 in 10 admitted job seekers, are now better at faking identity than employers are at catching it. Security officials have gone as far as saying nearly every major corporation has already hired at least one deepfake-generated candidate. That's not a future problem. That's a hire that already happened. Gartner projects that by 2028, 1 in 4 candidate profiles worldwide could be fake. So the gates keep getting taller. For the person just trying to land a paycheck, every new gate is one more scan, one more check, one more thing to prove. But the fraud problem and the verification problem aren't the same size. The real fraudsters use professional deepfake studios and hired stand-ins. They can slip past the scans. It's the ordinary applicant, the one with a real face and a real resume, who eats the friction every single time. That's the hidden asymmetry. Smart verification targets the suspicious signals, a brand new email, an IP address in the wrong country, a social security number that's been reused. Blanket face scanning treats every honest candidate like a suspect. So here's where we've landed. Fake applicants got so good that employers stopped trusting resumes and started scanning faces. The cheaters can afford to beat the system. The rest of us just hand over our biometrics and hope. Whether you're hiring your next engineer or just applying for a job from your kitchen table, the rules of proving you're real have quietly changed. The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, Caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.